Seeker. Written by Suzana Thompson. Performed by Heather Firth. Chapter 43. I waited a respectful distance in the peaceful quiet of the cemetery. It's the first time I've been here with a feeling of acceptance. I have visited all my deceased friends on this warm summer day, as I prepare to begin my new life tomorrow. I finally told Chloe that I forgive her, and I explained to her that I am happy now, even though I miss her. My visits to Scott and Jeremy were brief. I didn't have much to say to Scott, although I forgave him too. Jeremy was my friend only because he was Chloe's boyfriend, so I wasn't that close with him. It was now apparent to me that I hadn't been much closer to my own boyfriend, after I had so little to say when I visited Scott. My final stop is Tyler's grave, but his brother is there. I'm patiently waiting for him to finish his visit. I called Mason on Tyler's birthday last summer just like I promised, but I haven't spoken to him since. Seeing him now, I remember Shelby's crush on him. It's not an ideal place to talk about such things, but I resolved to ask him if he's still with his girlfriend. He spots me immediately when he turns to walk away from the grave. He's smiling by the time he reaches me. "Hey, Mila. How have you been?" "Hey, Mason. I've been good," I reply. "How have you been? How's college?" "Great," he says enthusiastically. "It's so much better than high school. There's so much more going on and so many more people. You're gonna love it." I smile in response, not wanting to get into an argument with him about my decision not to go to college. "Is your girlfriend at the same college?" I ask, in what I hope is a natural transition to the subject. His playful expression tells me that I wasn't subtle enough with my question. "I don't have a girlfriend," he answers in a flirty tone. "So, if you want to come over and go skinny dipping..." His eyes suddenly widen. "Oh shit, I forgot your birthday. I'm so sorry, Mila." "It's okay," I assure him. "So, you remember my friend Shelby? She was with me that night at your house." I don't want to actually mention the skinny dipping again. "Yeah," he replies. "She was the one who wasn't naked." He grins in his familiar, mischievous way. I'm feeling more affection than embarrassment as I respond to him. "That's her. She likes you for some reason." I flash my own playful smile at him. "So I'm going to give you her number, and the rest is up to you." "She's kind of young," he hedges, losing his teasing attitude. "She'll be 18 soon," I tell him. "Just like me," I add, crowing a little about my adult status. "Like I said, it's up to you if you want to call her." I continue. "I just want to give you her number. Hold on, let me get my phone." I turn to walk the short distance to my car. He follows me. "Are you still with that guy you told me about?" I pull the car door open and lean in to grab my phone out of my purse. "Yes," I answer as I straighten back up and turn to face him. "We are getting married tomorrow." Mason looks like he can't comprehend what I just told him. "Married?" he questions with a bewildered expression. "Yes," I confirm. "I'm sorry I didn't invite you, but we're not having a reception. You could come eat with us," I offer belatedly. "We are going to Nico's. It's Italian food." I don't say that Shelby will be there, but I'm already imagining him seeing her looking so pretty in her bridesmaid dress. "Are you crazy?" Mason explodes. "You're getting married. What the fuck, Mila?" "Calm down," I urge him. "My parents are okay with it now. They're going to be at the wedding too." "How can they be okay with it?" he rages. "You're still in high school." "I'm getting my GED," I explain, hoping to skip over the part where I dropped out. "You fucking dropped out?" Mason exclaims. "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I frown at his continuing use of bad language. "Will you stop swearing at me? Are you fucking kidding me?" Mason cuts in. "You're dropping out of school to marry some loser, and you expect me to be okay with that? I can't fucking believe this." "Silas is not a loser," I retort angrily. "He's dedicated to God, and he's kind and caring. He prayed for hours when Justin had his accident, and he would have stayed there all night praying with me. You don't even know him, so don't—" Mason interrupts me. "Justin was in an accident? What happened?" The concern in his voice and in his serious expression diffuses my anger. He's never met Justin, but he's heard me mention my brother many times in the past. I tell him about the snowboarding accident and his miraculous recovery. I even talk about his crush on Noor. She comes over a lot to play video games with him, but I don't think she knows that he likes her as more than a friend. I say. "Yeah." Mason agrees with a pensive look on his face. I glance toward his brother's grave. I was upset at first that Tyler never told me how he felt. I thought maybe I trail off without voicing that thought. There is no point in speculating about something that can't be changed. "I know you don't understand," I say instead, "but it's fate for me and Silas to be together." Mason is obviously trying to tamper down on his exasperation with me. "Even if that's true, why do you have to get married right now?" "We just do," I state, unable to explain my need to have a baby with Silas. Mason is studying me like I'm a puzzle he's trying to solve. His expression turns incredulous. "Is it sex?" I look around uncomfortably, feeling like it's inappropriate to discuss that here. "No," I protest. "You said this guy was some kind of priest," he says. "So that's it, isn't it?" he demands. "He's studying to be a priest," I correct him. "A minister," I amend. "That's what they call them at his church." "But they believe in waiting until marriage to have sex," Mason guesses. "Well, yeah," I confirm. "That's what it says in the Bible." "That's not a good reason to get married," he argues. "That's not why we're getting married," I deny, although I need to have sex in order to get pregnant. "We're in love." "You can be in love without getting married," he states. "You don't have to get married yet if that's your only reason." "We want to," I tell him stubbornly. "I wish you would be happy for me, but I'm getting married whether you like it or not." "I can't be happy for you," he tells me in a somber tone, "because you're making a mistake dropping out of school. You're going to miss out on all the best parts, like senior year in college." I'm calm when I reply to him because I know that he's wrong. All the things he's mentioning are meaningless to me. I'm not missing out on anything. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. My answer agitates him. "Nobody is supposed to get married in high school, Mila." "I'm not," I quip. "I'm getting married in church." It doesn't make him smile. I sigh at his expression. "I'm sorry I upset you, Mason. I just came here to talk to Tyler." I begin to walk away toward Tyler's grave. "Which church?" Mason calls out from behind me. "What time tomorrow?" I turn back with a smile. "You're coming?" He shrugs, but he answers in the affirmative. "I'm not gonna miss your wedding." I give him the information he asked for, and he nods before walking to his car and driving away. It's not until I notice the phone in my hand that I realize I didn't give him Shelby's number. Well, he'll see her tomorrow anyway. She's going to be excited when she hears that he'll be there. I'm still feeling peaceful and calm myself. I'm not nervous about my decision because I've been praying on it for months. I've been asking God to show me the path He wants me to take. A lady at Silas's church was actually the one who told me to do that. I went back there the following Sunday by myself after Silas returned to Bible college, and I stayed for coffee time after the service. Mrs. Perkins spoke to me privately out in the parking lot when I was leaving. She commented that Silas and I were very young, and I thought that she was going to advise me not to get married like most other people had. Whenever you have to make an important decision, you need to pray on it, she said. Ask God to help you make the right decision. But how will I know if it's right? I questioned, since I was pretty sure that I wouldn't hear God speaking to me. You'll have peace in your heart, she replied. You'll feel uneasy about it if it's the wrong decision, but you must pray on it, she stressed. So I did, and I haven't felt uneasy about marrying Silas in all these months of praying on it. My faith in God has grown stronger, and I trust that He is guiding me. I read the Bible daily, even if it's only for a few minutes. I also always remember to say a prayer of thanks for Justin's recovery every night during my bedtime prayers. My attitude toward God is so different from how it was after my friends died. I'm able to stand in front of Tyler's grave without feeling angry at God. The memories I have of Tyler are so happy, and they fill my heart with warmth. You were special, I tell him. You made everyone happy. I remember all of us preferring to hang out with our fun friend whenever we could, rather than split off as couples and go off alone. I've realized today that he was the one who made us a group of friends. There was nothing else bringing all of us together except Tyler. Chloe and I had our friendship, but her boyfriend and I didn't connect as friends. That became clear when I had virtually nothing to say at Jeremy's grave today. It was only being part of the group with Tyler that made Jeremy seem like my friend. Even more eye-opening was how little connection I had to Scott. He was my boyfriend, but I'd had nothing else to say to him after telling him that I forgave him for cheating on me. It had been easy to forgive him, because I cared less about him than Chloe. I knew that I had to say my goodbyes today to Jeremy and Scott, and that I wouldn't be visiting their graves again. My relationships with them hadn't been true friendships. Tyler had only made it seem that way, because he included all of us in his bright, wonderful aura. I know where you are, I say. If I can imagine anyone in heaven, it's Tyler. After he died, I thought it was so unfair for his life to be cut short, when there were so many mean people left alive. Tyler always lifted everyone's spirits and never complained about anything. We all gravitated toward him because of his genuinely positive attitude and easygoing nature. I'm getting married to Silas. He's that guy you saw the day of the canoe trip, I explain. He's human now. I pause before continuing. He told me that you were in love with me. I'm able to smile fondly now. It would have been so easy for me to fall in love with you too, but that wasn't God's plan. You were my friend, and you stayed my friend until the end. I believe I'll see you again, Tyler. I had been planning a long explanation about who Silas was to me, and how he'd been part of my past, but what I've told Tyler feels like enough. I have let go of what could have been, and there is no longer anything keeping me from fully embracing my future with Silas.